trying to hopefully catch up on that today, but it's going to be a madhouse today because... So, quick gripe session. I went to Starbucks and got a iced caramel macchiato because it was my free drink because I got my new phone. Good morning. You know, it's really annoying when I come in and all my posters keep falling off the wall and there's trash all over because I guess I didn't clean last night. I think they were short on people though yesterday, but it is Thursday, so we have art this morning and I'm like running behind schedule and I don't know what happened this morning. I was just not feeling it apparently. A few things to do this morning. I need to start getting ready for next week. So we finished our lesson plans yesterday. That was like the first time we finished lesson plans on the day that they were supposed to be done. So that's awesome. I don't know why this year, for some reason we cannot stay ahead on, or like stay on track with lesson plans. So it's like, we start working on them, and then next thing you know, it's like, oh, it's time to go pick up the kids and everything, and it's like, our lesson plan time is done. But, so I'm gonna get those printed really quick. For my observation, okay, so for my observation, we're doing parts of 10, or like ways to make 10, I guess would be more accurate. They're gonna start off, we're gonna do like a Friends of 10 anchor chart, so I'll have the rainbow, and then it will show like 1 and 10, and you know, 1 and 10, that doesn't make sense. 0 and 10, 1 and 9, blah, 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 and then they'll have it. I saw it on Instagram, I think, is where I saw, maybe on Pinterest. Anyway, so I found it on there, so that was how we're gonna initially start out. Then they're gonna go back and they're gonna play a game. It's gonna be like war with playing cards. And then the last thing they're gonna do is they're going to make turkeys, but the turkey bodies, I just took brown construction paper, and I made a little template. This one here I made up and then copied them on a construction paper. So there's gonna be a bunch of different things. And so they're gonna make turkeys and their feathers are gonna be the part, they're gonna have 10 feathers and then, so that'll be the parts of the 10. That is my goal. So I have to get all these cut out too. I'm not gonna cut out all of it, like I'm just gonna cut out the squares and then the kids can cut out the rest of them. Like, let's see where to start at. Spelling and stuff, they're just gonna be doing this kind of review thing where they're gonna read the sentence, fill in the missing word. So it's kind of a review of what we did 2 weeks ago. And then, which actually has some of their, because their spelling words have a couple review words on them, so it'd be a nice little review for them. On that, we're doing the E sound. So we've been working with the E sound, so we have EE and EA. And then they'll glue this box into their interactive notebook. They'll cut out these words and they're going to sort them if they say EA, E, or EE, E. We have not done a lot on spiders, so I'll be trying to hopefully catch up on that today, but it's going to be a madhouse today because we have art in the morning. The kids have to get their eye station test done, so we're going to be getting that done, so I'll probably do that right after art. No, I have a time. I'm such a dork. I forgot I scheduled the time. It's at the computer lab. Duh, Mr. Microbook. So art will end at 9, and we don't have to be at the computer lab until about 9:45. It might be a little bit earlier, depending on how the groups are finishing that are before us. And then, so I think during that time, I'm going to try to get the spider stuff done. That's going to be my goal, because if I don't, it's going to keep getting pushed off. These things we can always do at a different time. I can just do most filler activities. But we really need to get that spider stuff done because we're starting Spookily the Square Pumpkin next week. So, yeah. So that's going to be my goal. So I'll get that done. And then we'll go to our thing at 9:45. Hopefully it'll be done before 10:30. Get them out to recess. Come back. And I think then we'll throw in these little activities. And then we'll do Daily 5 if we have time. If not, Daily 5 will get pushed back to after lunch, and then we'll have math and math centers. I think this should still work. It's just going to be really kind of... So that's why I didn't plan a whole bunch. That's why I was like, I don't have very much here. That's why I didn't plan very much, is because I knew that we had that other thing going on. So But it is now 7:20, so I'm gonna try to get a few things done, like planning out what I need to make copies of today while the kids are in art. So it is now like almost 3:40. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I just wanted to jump on really quick. Today was an exhausting day, but we survived. You can definitely tell that kids had hidden candy somewhere because as the day progressed, it just got worse and worse. They were like maniacs at the end of the day. They were laughing. I was like, there's candy hidden somewhere. But anyway, I did get some stuff, some papers ripped out, which I don't have them over here. We have them in our reading street, which we don't use anymore. But I used these little readers, and they highlight like spelling words or phonics scales or whatever we're working on inside the book, and then they are able to read the book. So I thought I'd break those out. I didn't use them this year, so I thought I'd break those out. But other than that, I'm heading home, so because I'm exhausted. So quick gripe session. I went to Starbucks and got a iced caramel macchiato because it was my free drink because mobile ordering and my gift card and I get like stars, whatever it is. So I had 125 stars, so I got my free drink. So I got iced caramel macchiato. So then she comes over and hands it to me and goes, oh, it has a little bit of caramel on the side. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Like thinking it's like a little bit. Oh no. It's like dripping down the side. You can see it glazing there. So it's like on my hands and everything. It's still like everything's all sticky and I'm like, oh, this is nice. Thank you for that. But I didn't realize it until I got outside and I was going to set it in my cup holder and I was like, oh. And I felt like Joey on Friends when he was getting his eyebrows waxed and he dipped his hand into the wax and it was like all over and he was like, oh. That's what I feel like. So it's like sticky everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off, okay? Gripe session over. Good morning. It is now Friday. What? And that's so exciting. Before I really get started and get into what we're going to be doing today, I did get a question on my video from yesterday. Yeah, because it came out on Thursday. So my last vlog, I got a question about what curriculum we use. So for our math, for our main curriculum that we use is Envision, which I am not a big fan of, but we are not required to use it. So it's more of a resource is what they're wanting it for. We're not required to use it, but we're encouraged to every once in a while. So, but some of us have totally ditched it. I still use it every once in a while. It depends on the lesson, you know, and I kind of use it if I'm really trying to brainstorm something like, oh, we need to do this. Let's see what they have going on this. I don't really like all of the lessons just because sometimes what's on the front for your like whole group part is just not the same as your guided practice and your independent practice. So it kind of leads the students to feel like you have just like taught a little tiny bit and then you just threw them into it and they're like, I don't know what's going on. Some of their lessons are like that and I don't really like that part. The other one is what is called number literacy, and that's the one that you guys see a lot of where I hold up those papers that have like a 10 frame on them and things. So that's by a company called BBY Publications. So this is one of their things. It's called number literacy. And it just has like different pages that you can do. There's a whole bunch, I mean like there's different ones. So like this one here is modeling numbers 0 to 100. We have ones like 100 chart exercises, which are things that we're gonna be working on next week. And it does things like where you can cut these out and they have to put them in, they have to put those in order and stuff. So those ones there are a curriculum that we used to have, and it was a supplemental like curriculum, but our adoption has run out on that like a couple years ago, so they don't really do trainings or anything for it anymore. We don't get any more books for it. But every time you went to a training, they would give you a book. Like from going to the training, you would get the book to go along with whatever it is they taught you. So I have tons of them. They have ones that are like missing parts. We have like a beginning edition, and they go all the way up through all the grade, like I think they go all up to 5th grade. I think this is the highest they go is 5th. They just have all this mass of stuff that goes along with it. They have more parts of the program too, like a what's my place, what's my value, where the students make numbers with based end pieces and stuff. They have those things. There is a calendar portion that goes along with it where the kids do a pattern with the puzzle pieces, and they have to guess what the next piece is, and they talk about the shapes or the clock or whatever it is that's on the pattern. I don't use that one just because I didn't notice any difference in the students learning on that one. So I went back to an original like quick calendar portion because I don't know, I just kind of liked that whole part of it, so I kind of ditched the other part. But like we're not required to use either one of them, but I really do like these ones. And the only thing is I have to make copies of them all the time. And then I also supplement other things like little activities like games and stuff. But this is the one, I'm sure this is the one that the person was asking me about. They asked me what curriculum we use. Again, this one here it's by Debbie Head and Libby Pollette? I don't know how you say it. If you're interested in checking them out, you can probably go to BBY at bbypublications.com or people at bbypublications.com and see what they have. I don't know. You might be able to buy the books individually without being a school district, but I don't know. But that is that one. So, and right now we do not have a reading curriculum at all. Our reading curriculum expired last year, and they kind of dragged their feet on it. I was part of the curriculum committee last year, if you remember that. I did a lot of some adoption stuff with it, but then they ended up kind of following through because they felt like it was too rushed. And we have never met again. So we have our Edge Elastic test today, so there is our math progress monitoring. So they'll do that this morning while they're also finishing up iStation and any other little stuff on their iPads they need to do. They also have their spelling test. We have Flashlight Friday today. We are introducing Read to Someone today for Daily 5. So they're super excited about that. So I need to create the anchor chart for that one. We are finishing our spider stuff finally. So yesterday we finally did the text-dependent questions. Today we're going to do the parts of the spider. And I don't know if there's something else that goes along with it. I can't remember. And then we'll watch our biggest spiders in the world video, which freaks everybody out because those things are huge. Oh, it gives me the creeps even thinking about it. I don't know how people in Australia live out there with those huntsman spiders that make webs like all over the place and then they're like crawling on your window and stuff. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not going to Australia during that time. I like Australia, but I'm not going there then. Someone commented on one of my videos, I think it was about the tarantulas, and they said the huntsman spiders, like they get as big as your hand or something. And I'm like, oh my God, that would be huge. Could you imagine that thing being on your face? Anyway, it is Friday, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. It says now 7:30 and I have stuff to do, so. It is now like 3:15. I'm gonna get a few things done before I leave, so I need to switch out my books so that way we have the Thanksgiving books up. I gotta switch out paper passers, change the jobs. So I got all the stuff done I needed to do, I think. Some of the stuff I'm gonna take home just because I need to get it done. But I don't have a laptop at home, so they noticed, well, I got a notice saying that they finally have my laptop. They got it yesterday. So they're working on it. So hopefully I'll get it back soon, but right now I don't have one. So I'm gonna take my the MacBook home and try to get some stuff finished on that. Anyway, so I'm gonna head out of here though, and I don't know what the plans are for tonight. But I don't have to write papers this weekend, so that's gonna be fantastic. That's all that matters. And it's funny because every day I go on and I know it's not gonna be for another 3 to 4 weeks, but every day I go on and I check my email for my student account for the university to see if perhaps they have finished grading them already. I know it's not possible at all, but I still check them all the time. Or I like check them to see if they're like, they have a question for me, or like maybe something happened or something. I don't know. So I keep checking just to see, but I just want it to be over with. I really do hope I pass. I'm like, cross my fingers. I know you guys have given me tons of words of encouragement, so thank you. Also, I would like to thank Precious Barber for my coffee, because they donated some coffee. So if you're interested, the link is all the way down at the bottom. Yes, she donated coffee to me, so thank you so much, Precious Barber. I appreciate it. And my kids appreciate it, because, you know, like I said, keeps me fueled, keeps the class going, because I use it to buy stuff for teachers and other items for our classroom. So this weekend I have to pick up paper plates, so some of that will probably be used for the paper plates. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I'm gonna start packing up, and I'll see you guys when I get at some point. I don't know when. Everybody, so I am thinking to go down and get a new phone. We went down this morning and I went to Verizon and looked at their phones, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to get just the 8 Plus, because I really like the size of my phone now, or, and I can't afford the XS, the 10S, whatever you call it, or I can, but I don't really want to pay that much money for a phone. So I looked at the X, and I like the X, but I don't really want to pay that much money for an X either. Like, and they're smaller, like that's the only thing. But I like the design. I've been looking up online about them, and I thought about getting the X. Hold on, I thought about getting the iPhone XR, but it has a Retina display, so it's not going to have good quality on the video. And I watch a lot of video on my YouTube, or a lot of YouTube videos on my phone. I think I'm going for the iPhone 8 Plus. So I'm heading down to the Verizon store right now. Like I said, I've already went there this morning. I looked at their phones, and I decided not to get one when I was there earlier. And then I was like, the more I keep thinking about it, I'm like, so, and Rudy didn't want to come with me this time, so I have to go by myself. Alright, I'm back. Got my new phone. There it is. I'm so excited. Now I just have to figure out how to hook it up to my car. It is Sunday, so I am heading down to go get groceries, and I need to fix my clock because the clock went back. So that means, if you follow my blog, that my time inside the living room is now correct. So that's a good thing to know. So now we are on the right schedule, the right time, on the clock in the living room. So my phone situation, I'll tell you guys about that. So when I was in there, and I should have been a little bit more cautious, but I just figured that, they weren't going to screw me over, so I didn't think about it. So the guy kept sending me the stuff through my email. Well, of course I wasn't getting it on my phone because I was trading in my other phone and I didn't set up my new one. So I didn't think anything of it. I just figured the guy was going to screw me. I don't know. I just was like, okay. So I did it all. And I get home and I start going through the email things after I got it all set up. And I see one of the things, and it says that they had added a protection plan to my phone for $13 a month. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. Like, you didn't ask me if I wanted that. I did not give you my permission to do it. But apparently you just added it on anyways, and I signed for it because I didn't realize you did that. Because I never got to see it. Sorry, my water bottle fell over. So I never got to see it. Trusting, I don't know why. It's just the way it was, I guess. And so then I'm looking and I'm like, the phone is $60 more than it's supposed to be. So I go online and I ask the Verizon, I go on the chat thing, and I asked them, first I found out I can just turn off the protection plan, so I just turned it off. And I asked the lady, and the lady's like, well, did you get some kind of promotion or anything? I'm like, no. Your thing online says it's $699.99. They charged me $760 for it. There was no promotion. It was the price of the phone. And so she goes, let me go check. So she goes and checks. She's like, yeah, they weren't supposed to charge you that. So they charged me $60 more for my phone. So she ended up fixing it all, but it took like an hour because it was, I don't know, they couldn't get something right and all this crud was happening. So they finally got it fixed, but I was like, I should have been more, I should have not been so trusting, I guess. I should have realized that, I don't know, I just assumed that a company would charge you the correct price of the phone. You know what I mean? That shouldn't have been an issue. That shouldn't have been, because I'm like, it was even in store. I remember looking and it said it was $699.99. I mean, I did it on the payment plan thing, but because I didn't have that much, I don't know that much money to play, but yeah, isn't that freaking insane? So I told them, because I've had issues with Verizon before, but I really like Verizon in other cases. I get really good service with them. I like them. And I've had them for so long. But at the same time, I'm like, we've had these kind of weird, shady issues before with them, so I shouldn't have trusted them. But it's happened usually with talking to them on the phone and things. They'll tell me things like, oh yeah, you can do that. And then I go, okay, well, let's do this then. And they do it. And then I find out later on, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, they told me I could do that. It's just weird things like that. And it hasn't happened in years. So I just thought that you buy a phone in the store, they're going to charge you the correct price for it. Now it makes me wonder if they charge the correct price for the phone when I bought my last phone. That's my life. So, anyway, sorry the road's all bumpy. I am going to get this vlog uploaded today. I'm going to do some doodling for stickers for the Etsy store, hopefully, if I get time to do that today. I'm hoping. I need to get my observation, so I have my observation on Tuesday, so I need to get that stuff uploaded. I have my lesson plan done and everything. I just need to get the little form and stuff filled out, so I have to do that today too. But other than that, that's going to be a Sunday. So I hope you like what you saw. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, follow me on all my social media, and until next time, please don't forget to always be you. Bye.